good people, how is it going? This is your girl Nicole Denise, or as I like to say, Nicole Denise. Nah, I'm just playing for real. I'm kidding. But I want to come to you and talk to you guys about something that has been, you know, getting like right up in here with me. Like, oh my gosh, I didn't know what to make of it. I didn't know what to, Okay, it's not that serious. I'm being a little melodramatic, but what's life without a little melodrama? But anyway, I want to come to you guys and talk to you about being almost 30. Yes, in a couple of weeks on Cinco de Mayo, I am turning the big 3-0, and people, I'm excited. I'm not really afraid like some people are, and I'm not really, you know, nervous about turning the big 3-0. I think I'm gonna be the finest and the sexiest 3.0 woman out there in the ATL. Shouty. Okay, so we're done with all that. But what I'm trying to say is I wanted to come to you guys and talk to you about some of the things that I have learned thus far on my trail to becoming almost 30. Because I've learned, as well as talking to other people about their trek to 30-year-old-hood, they have hit some bumps in the roads. And you know, at first I was kind of nervous as well as overwhelmed of becoming a 30-year-old, but I realized, wait a minute, Nicole, you're Nicole. You got this at any age. Because at 17, I was like, oh, when I become 21. At 21, I was like, it's on when I turn 25. So now it's just like, Nicole, you're about to turn 30. And yeah, so we just gonna keep on living life like we've been living life. So I want to help you guys today with a couple of warnings, myths, and insights that I've learned about almost being 30. Number 1. Despite popular belief, 30 is not the age mile marker when you're supposed to have your ish together. Now, I know I'm gonna get flack for this comment. People are gonna be like, Nicole, what you talking about? How you gonna say at 30 I don't have to have my ish together? That was my rendition of people typing in the comment section below. Don't worry about it, just roll with me on this one. What I'm trying to say is you don't have to have this life thing figured out. Now, before I go any further, I'm not saying be all willy-nilly and be like, oh, you know what, it's cause I'm 30. You know, I don't know what I'm doing, it's cause I'm 30. That's not what I'm saying either. But what I am saying is that I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Nobody knows what they're doing. I don't care how many people act like, oh, it's because I have my career and my children and my dog and my 2.5 kids, and you know, I have my retirement plan and my retirement fund, that my life is really coming together. And it all started when I was 30. People, don't believe the hype, okay? Don't believe the hype. So what I'm trying to say is, at 30, you might not have it all together. You might not have all the answers. And as a matter of fact, I know people who are 50 and 60 and 70 who still looking for answers, and you must remain teachable, because I think the moment that you know everything and you have arrived, it's no reason for you to even be here anymore. It's time to go ahead and check on out because you arrived to the answer. So what's my recommendation for 30? My recommendation for 30 is start doing those things that bring you happiness only. Check off all those things on your list that are just like, you know, I do it because I want to. I'm in this relationship because it's kind of like, you know, I had this job because it's like, you know, it's paying my bills. You know, start checking off those things on your life that don't have 5 stars behind them. Like, I say, if it doesn't have 5 stars, why are we even doing it? But at the same time, start writing down your goals and your dreams and start working actively towards those things. Because yes, 30 is not the age for you to have your ish together, but 30 is the age for you to start taking your ish seriously. All right, number 2, and this one I had to learn the hard way. And I say that it's because I was so down on myself. But at 30 or almost 30, you don't have to have or want what every other almost 30-year-old has. It's just that simple. I realized, wait a minute, I don't know if I'm trying to bear a child right now. And I look at people like Halle Berry, who's still pushing out kids at 40 plus, and all these other people. I'm like, oh, you can have a baby later, if that's even something I want to do. Like, as well as just jump in the room. Folks just jump in the room for the heck of it. They like, I'm 30, let me go ahead and jump this broom. Like, I ain't proud of that class either. As well as people are like, let me just go ahead and score this corporate job because, you know, I'm almost 30 and I have to have, you know, set me up a little nest egg. I'm not really into that school of thought either. So I just realized that I had to roll with what was most important to me internally. And even though it didn't look like everybody else's plan for 30, it was quite okay. So I hope you realize that at 30, you don't have to have or want what every other person at 30 wants. So stop looking at Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and making yourself depressed because you don't have kids, you're not going on ski resort vacations, and you don't have a husband or the wife and all this other stuff. Like, just stop it. Maybe that's not what you want. And if it is what you want, go ahead and actively pursue that and stop making excuses for not having it. So hope that helps. And the last and final one, number 3. At 30, you are allowed to grow up. What you talking about, Willis? What you mean you allowed to grow up? Duh, I'm 30. What I mean is, I had to learn that there were certain associations in my life as far as people, as far as relationships, as far as just things that I was doing, like association with certain thought processes and belief systems that I just had to let go as I grew up. I was like, that's no longer serving me. That's no longer working for me in my life. So I'm allowed to grow past those things, and I don't have to take them as this baggage on my back because, well, that's how I was raised. So I got to be like that. That's been my friend for 27 years, so I have to go ahead and roll with her or him because, you know, we got history. First of all, I always tell people when they come to me with relationship baggage, if all y'all have is history, that's not enough. History is not enough. Like, you need to be in a relationship for some other good stuff. Like, for me, it has to be just explosive. It has to be, oh, I really dig this person. I can see myself hanging out with this person. I love this person dearly. Not just, we've been together for 29 of the 30 years I've been here on earth. That's crazy. You are allowed to grow up and grow past certain people and situations and beliefs. Like, that's all a part of growing up and being almost 30. So I hope those 3 tips have helped you. I know I came in with a little bit of the shenanigans, but it's true, you guys. I am almost 30 and I'm excited, and I want you guys to be excited on this journey as well. So leave your comments in the comment section below and tell me, what are some of the myths or warnings or insights that you have about turning 30 or being almost 30? Because I want to hear from you guys, because I know I'm not in this alone. So I know you guys can help me as well as I turn 30, and I got some big stuff coming up, so you guys stay tuned. Follow the hashtag almost30 and you will see what I'm talking about real soon. So holla at your girl right now in the I can make a trap song, can't I? That's all they be doing. Dun 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 in the trap star. Let me stop. I'm not no trap star. That's foolish. I'm going past trap stardom. All right, you guys. Holla. Let me get a soul clap.